Hello, guys. Welcome back. This is your host Jay Skedek, live from UK. This is a series of live sessions about the Q&A, whether that's regarding civil engineering, immigration to the UK, or any other queries you may have about settling in the UK. I've added my WhatsApp number in the comment section there, so you may ring that number and ask your queries there. It will be informal information I can give you based on my experience and my ability, whatever I know for the past 15 years being here in the UK. Obviously, I'm no immigration a lawyer. I'm not any officer here. All I know is my past experience. That's what I need to share here with you guys. So make sure you take the information, or whatever I'm saying, take that as information. Obviously, you need to do the due diligence if there's specific sort of questions you are asking, raising here. So you may need to do the due diligence. But here, I'm here just to share my experience, whatever I know for the past 15 years, so I can share those information with you guys. My WhatsApp number is there in the comment section. Uh, and if you can call me that number, you can ask your questions there, and I'll try my level best to give you the answers there. And the reason I'm asking to call is a very specific reason, because I love to talk to yourself rather than through the messages. So whether you want to call, you want to ask your questions in Urdu, in Hindi or Pashto, English, whatever you prefer, I won't mind. So please do ask the question on the WhatsApp number. Guys, I won't be able to actually respond to your messages, obviously, and at the end, I will try to respond to the messages if you're sending the messages there. But the sole purpose of this session is to talk to yourself. Let's have an open discussion about your queries. So I would love to hear your voices there. And also, it give me a pleasure, I mean, to speak to someone live on the call, rather than through the messages. Obviously, I will definitely consider your messages there as well, if you don't want to talk to me for any reasons. But this is just to give you that. Basically, it's for yourselves as well to get that confidence there. Obviously, if you're thinking about coming to the UK, this is paramount. You need to boost your sort of. You need to get rid of your shyness and or boost your energy there. You need to speak in front of others. Obviously, I'm not great, but at least I'm trying myself from my end as well. So I would love to hear, and if you call me on that number, I would take your question. We can have a discussion and see if I can resolve your queries there. And let's see who's the first caller here, and then we can discuss. But just to let you know that there's been quite considerable sort of changes to the immigration because of the numerous countries that's been added to the red list, especially India, Pakistan. Recently, that's been added to the and Bangladesh as well. So that bring some more of strains, restraints on the international students here, immigration to the UK. When they come to the UK, they need to quarantine for 10 days here in the UK as well. So there is considerable changes over the past week or so. So if you need to ask any question regarding that, if you are facing problems regarding any of such events, I will be happy to share my knowledge here as well. But as said, I would love to hear your voices here. If you just call me on this WhatsApp number, let's have an open discussion, and I'm sure that's going to benefit lots of the students out there as well. It's not just beneficial for myself to hear your voices, but obviously it just helps lots of people out there. They're watching here, and that can benefit those friends and colleagues there as well. So let's see. I mean, who's calling? Who's gonna take the pride to call? The first caller will be. And as said, if you want to ask any question, it doesn't need to be in English. I can speak Hindi, Urdu. I can try my best, not yeah, in the best shape, but yeah, at least I'm sure yeah you would understand yeah in such sort of accent. I can speak, and if you want to ask your question, do call that number which I've added in the comment section there, and call me that number and ask your question, and see yeah who take the pride yeah to call me the first one here. And I'm sure yeah it's going to benefit not just myself. Obviously talking to yourself is my pleasure. I always encourage you guys, I mean, to talk to me or with your voice rather than the messages. And that's exactly what I'm tend to try on these sessions as well. So you can call me rather than through sending me your messages here, and let's discuss your queries here. Obviously, as said earlier, I'm not an immigration officer, I'm not a lawyer, but whatever I can provide you is based on my personal experience and personal knowledge. Obviously, been here in the UK for over years, over more than a decade, yeah, 15 years, 16 years, been in the UK. So I can share and shed some light, yeah, from my experience, whatever, yeah, you are facing, any issues, any problems here. So let's have a discussion here. But I said, I would love to hear your voice. So call me on that WhatsApp number, which I've added in the comment section, and let's have a chat. And let's see who's on the call. That's the first caller here. Hello, you are live with JK. Would you mind to reveal your name and your location, please?
Yes, my name is Sahil and I'm from India, Pune, Maharashtra.
Hello, Sahil. How are you?
And
You okay?
yes, sir, I'm okay.
Yeah, you
How
you
are you,
took
sir?
you took the pride being the first caller actually in this session. So thank you very much for your call, first of all. And I'm very well enjoying the sunshine. Actually, you can see in the actually if you're watching the live session there as well on YouTube. So I'm in the sunshine, and which is quite rare actually in the UK. You don't see that quite often. So I'm enjoying the sun at the same time. Yeah, talking to yourself. It's my pleasure.
Yeah, yeah, thank you, sir. And actually, I have 2 to 3 questions in my mind
Mm-hmm.
about UK as my course.
Okay.
So the first question is, as I have got offer letter for September intake.
Mm-hmm.
So is it the right time to come in September or should I opt for January intake in 2022?
Right. What's the next
According to
question?
current situations.
What's the next question,
The
please?
next question is, sir, I have opted for construction project management masters, and in this particular field, how difficult is to find a fresher as a fresher a job, and as we all know that the construction managers are well experienced guys. So as a fresher, after graduating from this course, how difficult is to find a job in this particular field?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've noted your question. Is there any more questions?
No, sir. Thank you. Just
Okay.
answer these questions.
Okay. Thank you very much for your call. Please stay online on the. I will respond to your queries on the YouTube if you're watching there as well. So I'll respond there. Yeah. I'll give a chance to other colleagues as well. So they are on the line as well. So watch on the
Okay,
YouTube,
sir.
please. Yeah. For the answers. Thank you very much.
Yes,
Thanks for the
sir.
call.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So thank you very much, Sahil. I will try to respond in the intermediate. Obviously, if there's another call, so I will take that call as well in the same time. But I will take the notes, basically your questions there, because I wanted to give more and more opportunity to other colleagues as well if they got any queries. So that's why, yeah, basically, Sahil, that's what I said. I can respond, yeah, directly there. So in terms of the September intake, if I just yeah, give you a step back, the situation obviously you are seeing India, Pakistan, they are not in the good state currently due to the COVID. But in the UK, we are going really in good direction. I mean, since the vaccination been rolled out here in the UK, and there was a roadmap that was set up actually early this year. And we are actually going through the roadmap, and there was some relaxation that was brought in a few weeks ago. Also, in next month and on the 17th of May, there'll be more relaxation, and probably the university's lectures, they are most probably go live as well, basically face to face in next month. That is the probable sort of, yeah, anticipation from next month. And also the 21st of June is the day, that's where everything go is expected, yeah, to go live basically. So in if I say from UK perspective, we are pretty much in a good shape. We are moving in the right direction. So September would be really the good sort of, yeah, start if you're thinking to come to the UK, I would say. Obviously, it all depends. It's so varying. Yeah, the situation changes day by day. Obviously, the immigration of the variants from other countries. I can't say, yeah, for 100%, yeah, that would be the case. But obviously, looking at the roadmap currently, September would be really the best session for students, and I believe, yeah, the lectures and the university will go face to face from there on. And also the job opportunities, especially the part-time jobs when you do, yeah, along with your studies as well. There'll be more opportunities at that time as well. Just to let you know further, the shops and non-essential shops that are already open as well, there are still some restrictions on some of the industries here, but obviously by September, I'm sure, yeah, pretty much everything will be open as norm, as pre-COVID era. That's what I anticipate, yeah, from here on. So I would say September. My suggestion would be, don't delay, yeah, from September. If you can, yeah, avail the opportunity in September, that would be a good session for yourself. I hope that clarifies your first question. The second question was about you are considering construction project management, and what's the scope for fresher jobs. Very common questions. I mean, about the job opportunities here for the freshers. I always say, basically, in the UK, they advertise the graduate jobs here, like, I mean, and they are for the fresher, and they don't require any experience. So obviously, if they are advertised, yeah, graduate job, you need to basically accept that, yeah, this is that don't require any experience. But at the same time, in the job description, they would have the like a soft skills, and obviously for the construction management, you need to understand, yeah, the communication and your health and safety. That's the main sort of content here. You need to, the least I would say, understand and basically have the knowledge from your MSc or your education background to back up yourself and that sort of side. I mean, if you're going for the graduate jobs, sometimes I say, yeah, it's very easy to find a job. The reason I say that when the job is advertised here in the UK, they have specific sort of description here. When you look at the job, yeah, advertisement, there would be certain points there that you need to achieve those points. Make sure you can achieve those points. So for the graduates, that will be mostly like the soft skills, your presentation skill, your communication, team working, health and safety, sustainability. These will be the generic sort of requirements from yourself, and you can straight away see from those job description whether you can avail that opportunity, and this is the right fit for yourself. That's what I said. It's easy to go for the job here in the UK, and obviously you can straight away judge yourself from there on as well, whether that is suitable job for yourself and you can apply. So rather than a blanket sort of, yeah, application, I always encourage you to look at the description and make sure you prepare yourself based on the job description, because that's the primarily reason why the employer, the recruitment agencies, is hiring you for actually. So as long you tick those boxes and you are confident or competent about your competency, about those skills, whatever is required, I'm sure, yeah, it's easy. For you mentioned about, yeah, it needs some sort of experience. Obviously there will be different jobs for different people. So for experience, there will be a construction project manager job, and for yourselves as a fresher, there will be graduate jobs there. So that's the difference. Obviously, once you complete your masters, you would go to construction. The graduate jobs, basically, only you need to apply for those ones, and that's where you stands there without any experience, and that's where you need to apply for the graduate roles only. But as said, you need to brush up your skills there, and as long, I mean, you're confident about your skills, that's where, yeah, I'm sure, yeah, it's not hard. I must add here, it's I rather ever anyone seen actually here they do the masters here and they're jobless for quite a long time. Obviously, as long you are hardworking, you have the right mindset here that this is my goal. Actually, I need to achieve that goal, and I'm sure you can settle in. I was in the same boat when when I came here as a student, and I'm sure you're not no different, and I'm not a special. I'm just normal as yourself. So obviously, if I can find my feet here, finding the job for myself, I'm sure you can do yourself as well. But just guys, Sahel, I hope this clarifies your question here. But guys, if you are coming, yeah, here, you're watching me here live, please call me on the number which I've added in the comment section below, and let's have a discussion, open discussion about your queries here. As said earlier, I will take the live questions for the time being. I won't consider, yeah, anything you're typing in the comment section. The sole reason being, I love to talk to yourself, and that's the sole purpose. So let's have a discussion here. Let's have a talk here. And if you find this information useful, I would love to see some more likes. And obviously, if you haven't been on my channel before, JK Civil Engineer, do visit my channel as well there, and I'm sure you will find, yeah, important and useful information there as well. So it's not just relating to civil engineer. Obviously, I do tend to provide, yeah, the latest information for the students, whether that's regarding, yeah, immigration to the UK as a student, and what the hurdles you are facing here in the UK. So these are the sort of topics I generally cover in my YouTube sort of videos. So if you haven't visited my YouTube channel, do consider that sort of, yeah, videos there as well. And if you got any questions, I've started this live session for yourselves, just to have an open-minded sort of question answer sessions here. And it will boost yourself, your confidence as well, basically, to talk to basically on live session. And I'm sure lots of people are watching here as well when you call me on my mobile. That goes live as well, so everyone is watching yourself, so that gives you the boost there as well. So that's exactly what I'm trying to say, that you need to improve your sort of, yeah, this ability. I mean, get rid of your shyness there. That's the one of the way actually to improve your capabilities, your skills here. That's what it matters here in the UK, I would say. The way it works here, actually, it's completely depending on your skills here. As long you have the skills, the right skill set here, that's how you get succeeded here. And obviously, the degree side is one part of it, because we are overseas, we're coming from overseas. That's the only way you get into the job market. That's the only way basically you come into the industry. Otherwise, when you get into the industry, into the construction industry, or whether any industry, I should say, they don't actually, the employer don't generally ask about the degrees, whatever, yeah, what university you did your degree from, or whatever your qualifications are. As long you have the right skills, that's all you need, actually, here to succeed in your career here. So as long you have those skills, brush ups, and one of the most paramount sort of, yeah, skills you need to have, presentation, communication skills, which I'm trying to actually guide you here, actually just try to speak in the public. And that's where you can boost your that communication skills, and also that's going to boost your presentation skills at the same time. So I'm just waiting for another caller here. If you can call me on the WhatsApp number, which I've added my number there, 00447747 700, which is actually my WhatsApp number. So you can call on that number and ask the question here, and let's have an open discussion. I love to talk to yourself. Obviously, I can read the some of the comments there. Guys, if you can call the number, that would be appreciated. The sole reason, yeah, I love to talk to yourself. Otherwise, I mean, texting, and obviously, I mean, it's quite easy. And I got the WhatsApp group as well, just for your information. In my videos, I've added links to the WhatsApp group where lots of people, I mean, they already joined there as well. And I'm sure, yeah, there's like-minded people over there as well. So if you can ask the questions there as well. The sole reason I'm creating this sort of different platforms is because I wanted to share whatever, yeah, in my experience I faced the problem, the issues here. That's the sole purpose actually. I don't want you to face the same problem. So if you got any queries, any questions, you are doubtful about anything, and that's why I try to clarify those. And this is all free, so I'm not charging you for anything. So that's the actually the beauty. I'm sharing the information for nothing. So obviously, if you take the opportunity to take the best out of basically my experience, my knowledge here, that's all the that actually accounts here for myself as well, so I can help the least, yeah, a few people out there. That's the sole purpose of my YouTube channel, my sort of WhatsApp group I've created. So if you want to ask any questions, you may have any questions. Obviously, the recent sort of changes, the red list, yeah, countries, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, that's been included there as well. So if you go any question regarding those sort of, yeah, situations there as well, so I'm open to answer your queries here. But please call me on the WhatsApp number which I've added in the comment section there. Let's have an open discussion here and to see what I can do for yourself basically. And as said, I mean, if you like the information, I would love to see, yeah, some more likes and some more, yeah, subscription to the channel as well. That would give me the confidence. And obviously, as said, this is the free service I'm providing, whether you call me on my WhatsApp number or you join the WhatsApp group there. I'm sure there are like-minded people out there as well. And even if I'm busy or I can't respond you, yeah, straight away, there'll be other people's experienced people out there, yeah, in the group as well, and they certainly take the charge and they respond there as well. So I would appreciate, I mean, if you can have a look in my videos, actually in the description I've added the link to the WhatsApp groups there as well. But for this session, if you can call me on the WhatsApp number, and let's see, I mean, who I can respond to your queries, and let's see who's calling. Yeah, let's see who's taking the charge now. Uh, right, Muhammad Hussein, yeah, asked in the comment section here, any updates about the recently added post-study work visa? Did it take effect? Right. So the current situation about the post-study work visa is still in place and starting actually from the 1st of July. 2021. So that's where it's going to open actually the field for anyone completing their degrees by basically this summer. So they will be eligible to apply from the 1st of July. So the application will be open from 1st of July and will be carry on for actually from there on. So yeah, this is still in place. So this is just a start, and I'm sure this will be rolled out going forward. So this is just the start from 1st of July. Whoever comes, basically whoever study from September onwards, yeah, September 2021, they will be eligible to apply as well. Obviously, there are some rules, regulation you need to basically what are the requirements, which are, yeah, you need to have the degree level course, you need to complete that and be in the UK basically to complete the course. You get, yeah, that PSW. So I hope that clarifies that question. What about actually Subhan Khan asked, what about the tier 2 jobs situation right now? For quantity survey, okay, very specific, Subhan Khan. Right, tier 2 jobs. Obviously, the situation you've seen, yeah, the red list countries that's been added to the actually to the recent changes, yeah, that's been added due to the COVID situation. So I won't say it's going good for the right at this moment of time. Obviously, tier 2 means that you are coming, yeah, from abroad and basically straight as on a work permit here. I would say still there you need to apply from online. There's no difference when you are here in the UK or whether you are applying from abroad. Basically, it's still the same process you need to go through. There are certain job portals you need to make sure you have the your portals there. You have the CV uploaded there, your profile there. A few I will mention here is obviously one of the foremost important is the LinkedIn. That's like a professional jobs, like a Facebook sort of, yeah, portal here. That's generally used here. So if you're keen for the tier 2, I would highly recommend to express yourself on the on the LinkedIn and upload all, make sure you have all star sort of your profile there, and you can contact basically all the recruiters and everyone, basically the employees here on the LinkedIn. Apart from the LinkedIn, there are other profiles, actually job portals like CV Library, Total Jobs, Indeed, railwaypeople.com, and basically these are the main portals where you can, similarly you can upload your profiles there and just apply whatever your qualification and your expertise are, and look at the job descriptions there, whether that's something you can basically you can provide some expertise based on those requirements there. There will be specific job requirement description there when you click on the jobs, basically on these jobs portals. So I'm sure you can apply straight from there. And obviously, I mean, for the tier 2 jobs, you need to be quite a high level sort of expert in your sort of field. The reason being, it's easy for the employer to hire someone here internally rather than bringing somewhere from the overseas, and where the employer needs to pay actually for that as well, because they have to pay whoever, yeah, they bring on the tier 2 here for the skill on the skilled worker visa. So the employer needs to pay for that as well to the government. So obviously it's easy for someone, for the employer to hire with a similar skill set as you have. So obviously the internal people, the local people, that will get the priority. So as long you have the certain skills, you need to show and express that in your profile there. And as long you can show that, I'm sure, yeah, the process is no different. You would have the interview, from there on you apply to the job, you get the interview, and from there on it goes to the next stage. Obviously, if you can provide the expertise, the employer will be willing, yeah, to sponsor you for that job. And that's how you find. um, Guys, I'm still waiting for the call. So if you can, yeah, call the WhatsApp number, which I've added the number there in the comment section. Let's have a chat, rather than, yeah, through the comment section. And I said, I mean, it doesn't need to be in English, so I can speak Hindi, Urdu, or even Pashto. So if you wanna ask your question in that, I would be happy, yeah, to answer your queries there. Right, so Subhan Khan, sir, I'm planning for September intake for my master's in Birmingham City University. Okay, so September, as said earlier, September session would be a good session for students, and the general perception is the classes will go face to face by September as well, because we are moving in the right direction as we speak. And I'm pretty certain by September, obviously, the situation, yeah, that they do, yeah, dictate on daily basis. I mean that they do change, yeah, on varies on daily basis, but as per the roadmap that's been set up by the UK government, I'm sure by the September everything will go back to normality, and I'm sure the job prospects, there'll be a lot more than, yeah, what we used to do in the past year or so. So I'm sure, yeah, that will be the case going forward. Um, right, Subhan Khan. After that, I can expect opportunities as a surveyor. As said, I mean, for opportunities in the UK, as long you have the skills required, obviously the degree, actually, once you have the degree, that make you eligible basically here to do the work. I mean, that's the sole purpose, I should say, for of the degree here. Once you have done the degree, then you need to look at the job description. As long you can tick those boxes that you can provide the service, I mean, whatever the employer is asking for, and that's where you need to show that in the interview stage. As long you can show that, you can express those of requirements there, I'm sure, yeah, you can avail the opportunities. And as said earlier, I mean, the job portals are exactly the same, whether you are applying here internally, or whether you're coming from abroad. I mean, it's the same job portals we are using, actually. So it's no different in terms of application. There's no other requirements, whether you have to send any sort of, yeah, specific sort of your transcripts or any other requirements. It's no such thing here. So as long you apply for the job, as long you see yourself, you are eligible for that job, and you can tick all those boxes, whatever is actually the job description is asking for, and that is good enough, actually, to apply for the job. And I'm sure, yeah, I have done it, so I'm sure you can do it as well. So simple as that, I should say. But guys, thank you very much for asking question. But yeah, do call me. Actually, I will repeat my number: 00447747236700. Call me. This is the WhatsApp number I've just added in the comment section, and let's have a chat. Let's have a live chat here rather than yeah through the comment section there. So I love to talk to yourself. So call me on that number and see if I can help with your queries and any question you may have, whether that's regarding immigration to the UK as students or any job prospects here in the UK, or maybe due to the recent changes, the red list countries, yeah, that's been extended to Pakistan, India, and Bangladesh as well. You can ask the question here with on the WhatsApp number there, and see. Let's see. I mean, who's I'm sure. I mean, we can talk. Trust me, I don't bite. So just call me on that number and let's have a chat. Yeah. So that's the sole purpose. I'm trying to encourage you to talk to the people. That would give you more confidence in terms of your presentation, your communication skills as well. And that's exactly the sole purpose of this live sessions. I generally call I share my WhatsApp number here. The sole purpose is so we can have basically a chat rather than yeah through the comment section there. So we can hear our voices as well. Obviously, you can see me live here on the YouTube, but obviously it will be quite pleasing to hear your voices as well. And if you got any questions, do ask the questions here. But just to update you on the red list countries, obviously you have seen the news that India has been recently, well, it has been the recent casualty been added to the red list country. But that doesn't mean yeah students can't travel to the UK. Students can still travel to the UK, so there's no ban as such for the students. Obviously, the other long-term visa holders, whether that's a dependent or any other sort of visas as well, they can still travel to the UK. There's no such restriction or ban. The difference is, I mean, if you're traveling in the past 10 days from up through the red list countries, you have to quarantine in the government controlled hotel, and that's where basically that's the difference, and you have to pay for those hotel here. Obviously, if you're not from the red list countries, then you don't have to do the hotel quarantine. You still have to quarantine, but you can do that in your family of friends, or whether you are going into the student accommodation, you can do that 10 days over there quarantine. So you don't have additional sort of cost in that sense. But if you are traveling from the red list countries, that's the difference. But I've seen actually read the news yesterday. There has been some influx from the UK universities as well about the obviously due to the inclusion of India into the red list. So there's been some influx from the UK universities as well. The sole purpose is obviously it will be quite a strain on the government now to cater for such a huge number of students that are coming from overseas, especially from India. Obviously, India makes the bulk of the students' immigration here in the UK, and that's the sole reason the government will not control that sort of influx from the student immigration now, to cater them in the sort of yeah the hotel quarantine which they're set up actually. So they will struggle for that, and I'm sure that is the case currently as well. If you try to book the hotel, you don't get, especially the London area, you don't get yeah basically the quarantine there. You don't get the hotel booking there, and the sole reason being there's so much sort of influx here from the immigration now coming over, and the hotels are already basically overstressed here. They're already overbooked, so you only get basically to book quarantine somewhere in sort of Scotland and basically distant sort of yeah areas. That's the main reason why the UK universities now jumped in, and this they asked the government basically they can help with the quarantine as well. Just to let you know, the UK universities actually they have their own sort of yeah quarantine system as well. Basically, they have their own sort of managed hotels as well. They provide services to the people, to the immigrants as well. Obviously, they have a huge sort of immigration in the university. But before yeah, I continue with our carry on with that, there is a call. So let's take the call first. Hello, you are live with the JK. Do you want to say your name and your location, please?
Hello.
Hello.
Good
Hel-
afternoon.
Good afternoon. You okay?
My name is Mohammed.
Hello,
I'm
Mohammed.
Mohammed, and I'm calling you actually from China.
Hello, Mohammed. You okay? Can you hear me?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, JK. I'm calling from China. My name is Mohammed, and I am from Sudan.
Uh,
And thank you so much for your these kind of nice videos, very thorough, very inclusive. And
Thank you
I
very
hear
much.
that you're having a very nice sunny day in the UK.
Absolutely, that's where I started. I said, I mean, it's very rare to see such a sunshine, and it's beautiful talking to you guys as well at the same time. So it just made my day basically. So thank you very much for your call, and if there's anything I can help you with, that would be my pleasure. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm asking about part-time job opportunities during study at the UK. I mean, is it possible to secure a part-time job at the same time you're doing your study, and what kind of opportunities you can find? I
Right.
mean, is it possible to find a part-time in the engineering industry as a civil engineer or
Right. Okay. Okay. Is there any more questions?
yeah, actually, I have another one question. It's about if you have been a chartered engineer, if you completed your ICE chartership, does it increase your percentage of securing a job in the UK?
Right. Very good question. Yeah, I got the question. Any more questions?
That's all for me.
Okay, thank you very
That's all
much
for
for
me.
your
Thank you.
call, and I will answer to your questions on the YouTube if you want to watch there. So I'll respond, yeah, and I'll give opportunity to
Yeah,
others
I'm
as well
watching
to
right
call.
now.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks for your call. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, JK. Bye bye.
Right, brother. Thank you. First of all, thank you very much for your call, Muhammad. So the first question was about the part-time jobs, and you asked specifically in engineering. The straight answer I will give you, no. Basically, you won't find a part-time jobs in engineering sector. And the sole purpose, basically, actually, the engineering sector, they don't generally, yeah, advertise part-time jobs. They are full-time jobs. And in fact, obviously, if you are a student, you can't do the full-time job. That's simple the reason. So when you come here to study, you have to just basically do the odd jobs. By odd jobs means you can go in the sort of, yeah, the warehouses. There's lots of warehouses jobs, and basically security jobs is one of the good one actually the students do here as well along with the studies. And also the retail sector, that's a big sort of, yeah, sector here. Generally you would see the students there to do the part-time jobs. And the main reason actually they can accommodate, yeah, the part-time is because they are like especially for the warehouses, generally there will be a 24-hour sort of rotation there, so they have a lot more sort of, yeah, there actually the job opportunities there, so they can accommodate whether 4 hours or 8 hours. That's where, yeah, you can get the part-time jobs there quite easily. Well, I say easily, it will go into that sort of direction. Obviously we are moving in the right direction as we speak. In terms of part-time jobs, I'm sure, yeah, by September, if you're thinking about planning, yeah, that sort of September, everything will be normal. And I'm sure, yeah, there'll be lots of opportunities. Obviously, if I'm comparing, yeah, different parts of the UK, London obviously is always the best, but being the best means you can have a lot more opportunities, but at the same time that costs you a lot more as well. So you need to balance yourself out over there. But just to close out, yeah, that answer, engineering sector, unfortunately, you will not find any part-time jobs until, yeah, you complete your degree. And then you go as a full time. So that's the answer there. The second question about the chartership. Once you have a chartership, is there a more sort of opportunities or in terms of the salary or the job opportunities? I always, yeah, stress you guys, whoever is doing the civil engineering, you should plan your chartership from the very onset. This is very, very important. Obviously, if you're thinking yourself, yeah, to excel in the same field in the civil engineering, so chartership is the sole way basically to just basically exceed your peers. Basically, that's exactly what happened to my career as well. Initially, I didn't consider it, but obviously, at some point, I realized that I was lagging behind from my peers, and that was the sole purpose. Actually, that was the sole reason. And I started my journey from there on, and I did my chartership. And I'm sharing my experience here that since I have done my chartership, my actually career unfolds, yeah, basically to the next level. And since then, obviously, I can see the opportunities, and in terms of the salary as well, the opportunities, because the chartership, especially with the ICE, is recognized throughout the world, so it's not specific to basically one country only. Basically, throughout, whether you're in the Middle East or any other countries as well, ICEs is such a sort of, yeah, affiliation. Once someone see, yeah, you are a chartered with ICE, they give you the opportunity. They know, yeah, you going through those rigorous sort of, yeah, the training scheme, or all those processes which you need to go through basically to achieve that chartership. As long you have done the chartership, trust me, you won't be disappointed. You will be a high falls. Basically, you will be way above your peers if they're not chartered. So I would say, definitely, that will increase your chances of your jobs as well as your salary as well. I would say, generally, I would say five k is the minimum. I should say. If you compare your experience, you're not chartered, and compare with someone who's chartered, there will be a £5,000 per year sort of difference. I would say, this is just a guidance there. That's the permanent roles I'm talking about. Obviously, there's the huge difference between the permanent and contracting as well here in the UK. I'm not going into the detail there, but just to give you a perspective, 5k is I should say the minimum, that is the difference in the salary sector. So chartership, plan your journey. If you're thinking a long term in the civil engineering, that should be on your way from the very beginning. When you get the first job, plan your way towards the chartership there. I hope, Mohammed, that clarifies your questions there. And let's see who's coming next year. I'm just moving along the sunshine, because it's seems like, yeah, it's moving now. We literally in the afternoon, 4:30 here now. Let's see if we get any more questions here. Um, all right. So I was talking about the actually before the call with Mohammed, I was talking about the universities. Actually, they actually engage now with the government as well to provide the quarantine services for, especially for the students now, because of the more influx, more immigration, and the government can't control, and they don't have that facilities. Actually, the hotel quarantine specific, yeah, the government control quarantine system now. So I have read the news actually yesterday, which is not currently implemented as yet. Obviously, if you're thinking coming here from the red list countries, you have to quarantine in there. That's no way to that one currently. But obviously, if that is the case, if university gets in their way and they provide, yeah, that quarantine system, generally the university did actually recognize that it's a lot more burden on the students as well. So they also basically offer the free quarantine as well, actually, to the students, international students. So it's a good opportunity if the government accepts that proposal. So that would be the case that the international students can contact directly to the university, and they will provide you the quarantine there for free. I mean, that's what the news was saying currently, yeah, yesterday in the news was there. But currently, I said, it's not implemented as yet. It's still in negotiation. But obviously, if you're planning to come in next few days or so, you still have to quarantine in a government controlled managed hotel, which I've uploaded a video actually a few days ago about how to book your hotel, quarantine hotel. So you can watch that, and you can figure out, yeah, the information there. Um, Right, there are some questions from Decent Dude. I like your name, brother. Please, I'm new here in the UK, and I have 9 years experience, but was working in Gulf and Saudi. Please help me what to do, what documents I need to get, CSCS, NARIC, or what M-site civil engineer. Hello, brother. Very common question, especially, I mean, the experienced people, when they said, yeah, they have such and such experience actually overseas, and what they need actually here in the UK. Um, I must add here that the market is completely different than overseas. Basically, the Asian community, or whether it's a Middle East, is completely different. Yeah, I must add here. I actually started off with one of question, yeah, early this session as well. It's very specific, brother. As long you are eligible to apply for the job. The next stage is your CV accounts basically the most point. I mean, that's where you will be captured actually from those job portals. When you upload your profile, your CV on those job portals which I mentioned, I can repeat them again: the LinkedIn, CV library, totaljobs.com, Indeed, maybe railwaypeople.com. It's a lot more basically job portals there, and they all act the same way. Jobs will be there. There will be, when you click on specific jobs relevant to your experience, there will be job descriptions there. So first thing first, you need to create your CV according to the actually the uh, UK template. And the UK template, you can find out the UK template CV on the gov.uk website. So I will add that in the comment section here. The gov gov.uk. This is the website. All the information actually about whether that's immigration or jobs, whatever. Yeah, your eligibility to work in the UK, you can find. Yeah, this is literally the Bible of UK gov.uk website. You can find out. Yeah, the standard CV template from there, and you can set up your CV. That's the first stage, and then upload your profile on all those job portals I mentioned, and from there on it's just a matter of waiting basically, as long you apply for specific jobs, not just a blanket, yeah, to apply for anything there. Obviously the job market is quite specific. As long you have the relevant skills, that's what the recruiters that will screen out, yeah, basically your CV there, your profile there. As long they see that you are the right candidate, and you will get the call. I mean, straightforward as that. But I said, there's no hard way. I mean, that's as simple as that basically. But when you apply for the job, you need to ensure you look at the job description. Don't just blanket application. That's what I discourage. Yeah, that sort of application there. As long you look at the jobs there, that's something you can add value to, and you have the right skills there. You can apply for those jobs. In terms of requirements, as such, that there is no as such requirements. As long you are eligible for the job here in the UK, that is good enough, and you have the right skills. I repeat that, yeah, the right skills. Because I've seen people actually, they have, like, I mean, obviously they're local people here, but without degrees, they will be like managers, or they will be like operation managers, even director levels, that would have no degree there. So that means it all depends on your skills. Obviously for us as immigrants, as long you are eligible to work in the UK, the next step is your skills. As long you have the right skills to deliver the job, whatever the advertised job is, that's where you can avail the opportunity. And obviously it all depends from there on your basically your interview. That is the sole sort of, yeah, requirement there. As long you clear the interview be again very specific about the requirements, whatever they have advertised in the job. That will be quite specific about those requirements there. So as long you tick all those boxes, brother, you are very good, in good shape basically to avail the opportunity. In terms of requirement, you are asking about the CSCS cards and other requirements, brother. The employer, I mean, as long you have the right skills, trust me, the employer won't reject you because of you don't have a CSCS card, because it's such a simple, easy way to get CSCS card. That's why I don't encourage you when the students ask me about whether they should get the CSCS card or any other training. No, I don't say, I mean, basically to go for these ones, because CSCS card is not required for any for every projects here. So there will be specific projects that would require the CSCS cards. So I won't encourage you to go blindly the CSCS card. And again, yeah, CSCS card, there's lots of different types there. And that's where once you avail the opportunity, the job here, the job will dictate and the employer will dictate what CSCS card, whether that is required by the job. So what CSCS card you would require, and generally the employer will support with that training and with that sort of, yeah, getting the card, because that won't let you go to the site without a CS. If it's required by the site management basically to go on site, you won't be allowed. Obviously the employer is liable to provide you that training to go inside, simple as that. So that's where I said, don't get into any other trainings, brush up your skills, look at the job descriptions, and as long you see, yeah, the description that ties up with your experience, apply for those jobs and wait for basically a call. And that's simple as that. There's no other requirement as such. Obviously CV plays a great role. That's the only way you will get the call actually from the employer or from the recruitment agency, as long you have mentioned or detailed all your basically your skills there, and the typical sort of what's it called, the keywords there. For the site management, obviously if you are going as a site engineer, you should have the presentation skills, communication skills, health and safety. You should have these sort of kinds of keywords in your CV. Make sure you have that in your CV. So that's where the employer or the recruitment agency can get your CV, finding your keywords there, and then that would be the next stage, basically a call for the interview. So I hope, brother, decent dude, you got the answers there. But I would love to talk to you guys. And actually, brother, you were in the UK, so you should. You are local to me. You are my neighbor. You should call me and let's have a discussion, open discussion. So I love to talk to you guys. So I'm still waiting for more calls. Actually, they've been only a couple of calls. So it's just disappointing. Obviously, guys, if you are liking the information, obviously I've tried my level best, I mean, to provide whatever information, the experience I've gained here in the UK. I'm trying to share those knowledge information with you guys. If you like the information, please do press the like, and if you prefer, subscribe to the channel as well. Obviously that would give me a bit of a boost as well, that, yeah, at least as someone likes the content there. But if you got any more questions, I'm open to take your calls here. I've added the link already, yeah, in the comment section there. So if you can just dial that number, talk to me, and let's have an open discussion. Let's have a chat. Uh, but before we get in another call, I will carry on with that sort of, yeah, opportunities, or that sort of offer by the UK universities. They have provided, actually they offered to the UK government that they will actually accommodate the new students coming from the red list countries, and they will accommodate the new students here in their own quarantine hotels, basically free of charge. So that is really a good news, especially for the students they're coming over for studies in recent times. So that would be a good sort of, yeah, obviously it's a big burden, £1,750 you have to pay for that quarantine hotel. So if the universities can help with that sort of, yeah, cost there, that would be a really great help there. But we hope, yeah, for the best, that this will be accepted by the government, and we'll see. Right, guys, I'm still waiting for the WhatsApp WhatsApp call. So let's have a chat. And as said earlier, I can speak a little bit of Urdu and Hindi as well, and Pashto. If you want to talk to me in other languages, so I'll be happy to talk to you and get take your questions there, and I'll try my level best to share my experience and provide you the right sort of solution to your problems if I can. So if you want to call me on the number which I've added in the comment section below, I'll be happy to take your call here, and let's have a discussion. And I'm sure lots of people, yeah, I can see that they're watching here, and they can benefit from your question as well. I'm sure the question you ask, that helps lots of people out there as well. They have the same similar question in their mind, and that will clarify, yeah, their sort of doubts as well. So just give me a call on that number, and let's have a chat and see if I can help more and more people out there. And as said, if you press the like button, if you prefer, I would appreciate that. But obviously, if you don't like the information, it's no point. But otherwise, I would love, yeah, to see more and more engagement with you guys. Obviously, I try my level best to provide whatever I can from myself, and this is what I learned over the years here, and that's all I'm trying to share with more and more people like yourself. So if you prefer, I can answer your queries here, but I'll give another 4 or 5 minutes and see if anyone else calls here. Otherwise, I need to close this call. It's been about, yeah, quite a long time, actually, 55 minutes already. But whoever, yeah, calls or asks the question here in the comments, I really appreciate your engagement here. And although I wanted to have a lot more calls here in this session, but obviously it's your choice. I can't force you. If you don't want to talk to me, it's completely up to yourself. But obviously, I don't bite for sure. I don't bite. And if you don't want to talk to me, it's completely up to yourself. But I said earlier, the situation that changes on daily sort of basis, especially immigration of the variants from overseas internally, is pretty much, yeah, in a good shape actually within the UK. We are moving in the right direction, and the situation is getting better and better day by day. And we will see some more relaxation by the 17th of May as well, which is anticipated. And maybe very much likely, even the universities is likely to go face to face from their own as well. That is the anticipation by from the May sort of session. And that would be a good actually opportunity for international students that are coming over. Obviously, over the past year or so, they have missed the opportunity. I mean, actually, to avail the resources actually the university can provide here in the UK. They have missed those opportunities, but now is the time for the newcomers to avail the opportunities, and I'm sure that's going to help, yeah, lots of people out there. I mean, they're coming now recently, and immigration to the UK basically as students here. In terms of job opportunities as well, I can see there'll be a lot more opportunities with the basically relaxation of the rules, opening of all the warehouses and all the shops, non-essential shops as well, the retail sector, the food sectors, that's going to open as well. So there will be a lot more part-time jobs as well as full-time jobs as well. And you will see that changes. Yeah, that's going to come in recently. And I believe I had a good sort of, yeah, 58 minutes. And thank you very much for all those who involve within this call, and thank you very much for asking, raising the questions here, and for the people who call me as well. I hope to see you in the next live session. I'm thinking maybe tomorrow, so watch the space. I will schedule that for tomorrow afternoon, Sunday, the 25th, and we may have, yeah, some more engagement there as well. So I'll give a chance basically to more people tomorrow to ask. So make sure you prepare your question before you come onto live, and the pattern will be, I'll take your question, I try to answer basically here live on the YouTube. So the more the questions, the more basically benefits are they going to get actually the people out here. So that's the sole purpose of this actually live session. So if you ask more question, it will benefit more people out here. So thank you very much, guys, for your interest and for your participation here. As said earlier, I may set up a call tomorrow as well, pretty much similar time. So do join me tomorrow as well, and we'll see you in the next session. And thank you very much. And stay safe and keep smiling. Thank you very much.